What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Smoking Jazz Barbecue. If you're brand new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That way you won't miss out on any new content that I put out. So without further ado, guys, let's just get started right now and let's get this preparation out the way. So everything you see here in this particular picture will be down below in the description box along with the recipe. But today we're cooking a rack of pork, and this is about a 5-6 pound that I got from Costco's. And we're gonna brine it in that brining bucket for about 24 hours, and all that goodness is gonna soak into that rack of pork, guys, and it's gonna be so good. So we wanna submerge our rack of pork into that brining solution, and we wanna submerge it till there's nothing showing but the solution itself. And as you can see, my dog is already waiting for this to get done. He's waiting patiently. But sorry, buddy, we gotta wait at least 24 hours before he gets to taste it. So guys, after 24 hours, we want to rinse that brine off thoroughly, guys. We want to make sure there's nothing left on that. And meantime, we're going to prep our Weber kettle to do our searing process. And today's wood flavor is going to be a combination of apple, maple, and hickory. It's going to be a good combination for this pork. And as you can see right here, guys, I'm just going to trim off some of this excess fat. And we just want to remove all that fat cap off, because mainly we want to remove that silver skin, because that's a tough membrane. Just like that piece that I'm cutting off right there, because you don't want that in your system whatsoever, guys. And I mean, you could do whatever you want with it. You can mix it up with some minced pork, but I wouldn't recommend it, but that's totally up to you. And as you can see right here in this picture, guys, we're definitely cleaning it up a little bit more. And then I'm going to French style these bones and try to, you know, make it as clean as possible. And also, guys, I do have to apologize. I'm not a butcher by trade, but this is the best I can do in regards to an amateur butcher, if that makes sense, guys. So you just want to clean it up as much as possible, because some of that remaining fat or membranous on the bones is going to burn off during the cooking process. So all right, so we just want to clean it up. Now, guys, I'm going to use some extra virgin olive oil as my binder for my barbecue rub, my personal barbecue rub that I did. And this is going to adhere and stick to it, and it's going to keep that flavor in as well. So now, like I said, as always, you can use your favorite barbecue rubs, guys, but I'm using my personal barbecue rub right here from my rack of pork. And this is my rib rub that I use for all my pork products. So, and we want to coat all sides, guys. You don't want to leave no piece of meat uncovered, because we want to make sure that everything is coated nice and thoroughly. And also, when you cut into it, you want to have that food flavored piece of meat that you were cutting into. So. And yes, I left the membrane on the back of those ribs on, guys, and I simply just scored it and leave it the way it is. So, and I would have preheated my Weber kettle to 375 degrees. And I'm going to use some canola oil spray right here just to lubricate our grates, and that way our rack of pork will not stick to it. And I'm just simply going to sear it just to brown the outside, so all those juices will be trapped inside that rack of pork. Oh man, it's looking good right now, guys. Look at that. Look at the grill marks, guys. And we want to make sure we do all sides, even the odd part of that rack of pork. Yeah, just like that, guys. Wow. Man, oh man, I'm ready to cut into it right now, guys. All right, guys, so this is going to be our ingredients for our chicharron, aka pork rind herb panko crust topping for our rack of pork. And I'm using a little bit of yellow mustard just to coat all the outside on the top layer of our rack of pork. And then I'm going to go to town with our mixture right here, our panko chicharron herb crust mixture right here. Just use as much as you can, guys, and don't worry about it. Go on the heavier side, and don't worry about it, because I'm going to show you what happens after that. So put as much crust on it as much as possible, guys, and this is what we're going to do after we pat it down, just so everything can stick together. And we're going to simply remove some of those excess ones that's not stick, and then we're going to mop it on the bottom side of our rack of pork. And we're going to simply pat it in as we did on the top. And we're going to let this sit for about 15-20 minutes so all the flavors can combine together. And meanwhile, we're going to prep our Pit Boss Austin XL. And we're going to take it to the smoke setting, guys. Open the lid, and then, guys, as always, if you have a smokestack, open the smokestack as well. But if you don't have one, don't even worry about it. And once you see the smoke coming out of the chamber, guys, we're going to close the lid and crank our temperatures up to 250 degrees. That's going to be the perfect temperature to cook our rack of pork in. And it's going to be the low and slow method to help us retain that moisture inside that pork. Oh man, it's going to be some good stuff, guys. But time for some smoke flavor. Oh man, this is going to be some goodies, guys. And we're going to take our rack of pork right here and we're going to place it inside the middle of our pit. Be careful when you place it on the side of the pit because we don't want to lose none of that crust. And be sure to straighten out those bones just to make sure we have an even cook throughout the entire cooking process. And we're going to add our temperature probe right here to the center of our rack of pork. And we're going to shoot for an internal temperature of 145 degrees Fahrenheit. And right now, the internal temperature is 55 degrees, so we got a long way to go, guys. So we're gonna smoke and cook this for 3 hours at 250 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're gonna check on it each and every single hour. But after the first hour, guys, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna wrap our bones. And what I mean by wrap our bones, we're gonna tent these bad boys up with some aluminum foil. This is gonna help the bones not to get burned during the cooking process, and it's gonna give us a nice French style presentation after we cut them and when we present them to ourselves or to our family. So after the second hour, guys, this is what she looks like. Wow, she is looking gorgeous. Look at that golden brown color, guys. So what I did here, guys, is turn to the side, and I want to make sure that it cooks nice and evenly on all sides, guys. And then right there in that particular temperature, you see that it's 106. That's the internal temperature right there, and we got another hour to go. But after another 30 minutes, guys, I turn it to the opposite side just to ensure that even cook. And after 30 minutes, our rack of pork is done. Whoa, man. So let's see what she looks like. We maintain that 250 degrees temperature throughout the whole cook. Oh, man. You see that golden brown color, guys? Oh, man. She is sexy. Oh, man. So we're going to remove our temperature probe out of the middle of that rack of pork. And we're going to use our insulated gloves to pick it up to show you what it looks like. Oh, wait, I apologize for the little dim light. Let me show you another limelight. Oh, man, look at that. She is sexy. So after letting rest for about 15 minutes or so, just to make sure all the juices runs back to the original spots, we're going to make sure that our internal temperature reaches about 148 to 150. And then I know it's going to carry over because we let it rest about 15-20 minutes. So, but let's give you a little close-up look of what the internal temperature is. Oh yeah, 148, 149, that's the perfect temperature. Oh man, she is looking gorgeous, guys. So let's take a little slice and cut her up and see what she looks like inside. And just be careful because I hit a bone at that particular spot. That's why it looks like it's struggling. But as you can see, let's take a look right here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, guys, you see the moisture? Oh man, you see them juices running on the cutting board, guys? That is the perfect temperature that we're looking for. That 148, 149, 150, and we cooked that at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh man. Look at that moisture, guys. Look at that moisture, man, oh man. And I don't know if you can see that, guys, but we got a nice little thin pink ring around the edges, and that's the perfect rack of pork, guys. Oh man. So this is my version of rack of pork with Chicharrones herb Panko crust topping. And time for the taste test. Oh yeah. I've been waiting for this all day. And my facial expression says it all, guys. Oh yeah. And as always, I give it a thumbs up. Oh man, this was good, guys. But hold up, don't just take my word for it. So let's give Mrs. Claus a taste test as well. Oh yeah, she's giving the approval. Let's see if she approves all the way. Yep. She's going for the rest of the bite. Oh man. And she's licking her finger. That gives me the A-OK. And my super dog says, where's mine, guys? Alright guys, thank you so much for watching from the bottom of my heart. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you ring that bell. That way you stay updated on every little content that I put out. And please share this video with all your family and friends. And if you like this video, guys, make sure you hit that like button. Until we meet again, guys, this is Smoking Jazz Barbecue.